All right, guys, we're up to episode 3 of our beard advice series, so stay tuned and we'll see who we've got picked out for today. Brian Haywood here. Welcome back to my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel, where we talk about tips and tricks for your beards and mustaches. We also do some product reviews, and we've got some special series. One of those is the Epic Mustache Challenge. Right now we're in week 5 of 8, and this thing is getting to me this week. I don't know if I can make it to 8 weeks, but stay tuned for later this week. I'll have a review, a little overview of all the products that I've been using, mustache waxes and that kind of stuff to try to hold it in place. But today we're back for another episode of our Beard Advice series, where you guys can send in your pictures and a brief description of what you're looking to change, what kind of advice you're looking for. I'll take a look at that, do some research, think about it, and try to come up with several options for you that you might can use in your daily routine, or a style to go for, or at least it gives you some food for thought, and everybody else can take a look at it and learn something along the way as well. Hopefully, that's what my goal is on doing these things. And then also the bearded community is going to help me out and get down in the comments and give you some other words of encouragement and things that might have helped them along in their bearded journey. So thank you for joining me. And today we're featuring Dave. Dave also goes by Bearded Motivation. He's on both Instagram and YouTube. He's got great channels that will actually motivate you. So I appreciate Dave for that. He's a great asset to the bearding community. He's got a Saturday Night Hype YouTube live stream. He does like almost daily. He'll do little Instagram videos. He'll be in the morning. Good morning, it's 5:30. I'm heading to the gym. Make it a great day, guys. Okay, so those kind of things really help get you going. So appreciate that. All positive vibes there from Dave. And Dave is 4 months into growing out his beard for an entire year. So you got a long ways to go on this one, Dave, but maybe we can give you some things to be thinking about along the way. I think Dave's kind of got some lifestyle changes going on. Right now he's in barber school down in Florida. So he's kind of changing his job there, his career pathway, if you will. And then also he's been in the gym trying to get healthy, that kind of thing. So part of his journey is to try growing out a beard. So you can see where he's at right now. He's got some good growth underneath, kind of sparse on the sides and right in the front. And he's kind of worried about the sides a little bit. It's like, is that going to come in? If this is at 4 months, you probably kind of, what you see is what you get at that point for kind of where hair is going to grow. Obviously the hair that you've got is going to get longer, but if it's really sparse, it may not fill in kind of like you're wanting. But I do want to tell you and everybody else out there that you still have plenty of options. You've got some hybrid styles you can choose from. And then also, I think you could have what's considered a full beard. Be interested to see where you get to by the end of the 12 months. That is for sure. So if you take a look at his picture there, it's got a full mustache, and it actually connects to what else he's got going on there. So that's good. I would say that most of these styles that I have kind of picked out for you, all the mustache is probably just going to be kind of short and just basically to the top lip, and then a little bit more manicured on the sides to where it connects, and then kind of rocking the lower cheek line and kind of scooping that out. And then it kind of, how much of a manicured look do you want? So some of these styles you can leave a little more rough around the edges, if you will, and then some of them you can kind of sharpen up your line. So that'll be something you can play with later down the road. If you take a look at Dave's profile picture, I love profile pictures. I think those are just the best shots on a bearded guy. I love those profile pictures. But if you take a look there, you can see more of that underbeard growth that he's got going on. And I kind of did a little photoshopping here. If it were me giving you advice about what look to go for right now, I would basically tighten up everything here towards the neck and kind of have it a little bit shorter, and then kind of keeping all your length in the front. So I think that's kind of what I would suggest for this point. And then, like I was saying there, with the rocking the lower cheek line, if you'll take a look at the like NBA games, basketball games, you'll see a lot of the younger guys, especially they'll kind of rock the lower cheek line And then some, most of the time they don't stay with the chin strap. These days, if you can grow something, they're going to. So that's kind of leaving it long in the front. You can see a lot of different options. You can actually make it a little more disconnected and just and kind of have it short, longer in the front, and then an abrupt change to shorter around there if you want to get into the hybrid styles. We'll talk about another hybrid style in a minute. And then I started thinking, okay, where's he going to be at at the end of a year? So I kind of did a little further down where I think you could probably go with this. And if your beard was that long, I would definitely call that a full beard, right? The more hair you've got here, it's kind of like stretching everything out. So you have more hair, it would kind of make sense that you need to have more cheek line too. Okay, I always think sometimes guys with really long beards that are kind of in a straight line, if they've got really high cheek lines, it doesn't look quite as natural, doesn't look as proportioned, but that's just me. So the longer your beard is here underneath, the more you can get away with rocking the lower cheek line. So you've got what you got, be happy with it and just go with it and try to figure out things that might accent your strong suit there, which is what you've got underneath. The last option I've got for you is more of what's called the Hollywoodian. All right. I mean, look at Dave. He's a good looking guy. So he's got the Hollywood good looks. So maybe he can have the Hollywood beard to go with it. So what the Hollywoodian is two ways to think about it. It's kind of like an extended goatee. So you have everything here and then everything above this line would be shaved down. Okay. So it's coming out from basically nothing and then coming to the goatee area is all full. Okay, the other way to think about it is just taking this and having a disconnected look and just bringing that down to right about here and then shaving everything above it. So everything down here is where all of your accentuation is going to be, which is what you want. So I did a little research on that, and hey, one of these Hollywood actors popped up and it has tons of different pictures of his beard at a different growth. So you can see all the different kinds of how manicured you can be on the side, how long you can get away with underneath, and see what you guys think. Here's Dave, and here is Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you see it? All right, I'm gonna call Dave Hollywood Dave from now on. You guys make sure you call him Hollywood Dave. I think we'll like that quite a bit. Anyway, take a look at several of these pictures from Leonardo DiCaprio. Here's where his kind of longest picture is, which is pretty much what I thought when I did your little markup earlier on your picture. So you had that one. Also, you've got, sometimes he's got a rounded front, flat across the front and the bottom of his beard. And then a couple of them, he's actually a little more, I don't know which movie this was, that he had a more elegant style there and it was pointed, kind of like the ducktail in the front. But on some of those pictures, you'll see that the sides is a little bit more manicured. So you can get away with kind of going down into just a little strip, or you can have it a little more natural looking and not quite as manicured. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of food for thought on different beard styles you can try, full beard styles and a little bit more of a hybrid beard style. And like I said, I'd be interested to see where you get to at the end of the year and what you go with right after that. And about 6 months later, usually is when guys kind of fall into what they're going to stick with for a while after they grow a year. So be interested in that. And don't forget, if you would like to be highlighted in one of these videos, send me an email at the address below and we'll feature you as soon as we get to it. All right. Got a couple more lined up, another one later this week, and we'll probably do about 2 a week as the demand goes for that. That's kind of what I'm planning. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining me.